Hello and welcome to our MIPA 2021 Session 2 Awards. It's been a great week. I'm Sarah Beth Badalamenti. I am your workshop director and I'm also a teacher at Huron High School, and I advise the publications there and at Clegg Middle School. You all rock. This week has been so awesome. I've been able to sit in on so many classes to see all the great work that you have been doing, and the work obviously doesn't stop here. My goodness, the theme development class this morning, you all are on fire. So let's talk about the awards for today. First thing is that everybody is going to be getting a badge, and I'm going to have Jeremy Still talk to you a little bit about that.
Hey everybody, it is nice to see you all. Thanks for being a part of our program over the last 5 days. Last year, a year ago, we started the MIPA Digital Badge Program. And this program allows you to earn online digital badges for your work in various MIPA programs. So all of you, just for participating in the summer workshop, have earned the 2021 MIPA Summer Workshop Participant Badge. You should have an email notification from Badger on how to get that. And in addition to that badge, you all have the opportunity to earn a badge for your specific workshop class. And so you should have access to that soon if you don't already. And then today we're going to announce a couple more awards, and award winners from today's announcement can also get you also get a badge for that. So from this workshop, you get the opportunity to get up to 3 badges. Those badges you can use anywhere you have an online digital presence. So you can share them on social media, you could put them on your own website, or you could use them on an online resume service like LinkedIn or wherever you are online. So that's the Digital Badge Program. And while I'm here on the screen, I also want to take the opportunity to select our MIPA Trivia winner. So every time you answered one of the MIPA Trivia questions that we rolled out every morning this week, you got yourself entered into this drawing to win the MIPA First Amendment t-shirt. So we'll have one of these that we will ship out to you, to our winner very soon. Every time you answer the question, you got here into the drawing. So as we draw the name, before I draw the name, we need to go over the answer to today's question. So here was the question of the day, and I should add that we asked all these questions because 2021 kicks off the centennial celebration for the Michigan Interscholastic Press Association. So we have been going over some of the key things from the last 100 years of MIPA. So this morning we asked, MIPA annually honors a friend of scholastic journalism with the John V. Field Award. We gave you a whole bunch of other information to try to obfuscate the question that we were actually asking, which was, who was John Field? And John Field, of course, was the executive director of MIPA from 1951 to 1971, during part of the period when MIPA was based at that other university down the road in Ann Arbor. So congratulations to all of you for participating, and let's draw a winner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Who is it going to be? Ooh. Dropping the name. Here we go. Maddie Metz, you are the winner of the MIPA First Amendment t-shirt. So congratulations, Maddie. We'll be in touch with you to verify the size that you want, and you'll be getting that very soon. Sarah Beth, back to you and to the rest of today's program.
Thank you, Jeremy. I had the honor of looking through 5 different schools' staff challenge entries, and those of you who entered, you are so ready to go this year. But there was one school that stood out, and I actually got to see a lot of their work. I saw a lot of your work throughout the past 2 weeks, but in particular, this group they did both sessions, and this is the crew from Novi High School, in specific their yearbook. They have such an amazing plan set from their theme to their colors to their fonts, for how they want their staff to roll. They have lessons for every single day of the week for, I think, the first 10 weeks of school. I was just so impressed. So congratulations to Novi High School in winning this year's staff challenge. And now on to our individual class awards. First up is going to be Tracy Anderson, who taught social media journalism.
Thanks, Sarah Beth. So my name is Tracy Anderson. I teach at Community High, and I was so lucky to work with an amazing group of students on social media and really thinking about social media platforms as publications. And it's kind of weird because social media is what everybody sees, but we don't always think about content. We don't always think about design. So they really created social media platforms as a publication and really thought about design and colors and content and constants and how we can best serve our communities at this moment. I cannot wait to see what these students do and bring to your publications. I think it's going to change social media across Michigan to make it even more thriving and strong. So the first award that I have to give is to Emily Hugh and Olivia Lau for revolutionizing middle school journalism. So these two amazing students have questions of the week, jokes of the day, cougars of Clegg, guidelines, policies to the T. They have a plan laid out for Twitter and Instagram. They're going to change middle school journalism in Ann Arbor, across the state, and across the country. Absolutely amazing. So congratulations, you guys. The next award goes to Lindsay Suet, and this is for creating a blueprint for social media success. Lindsay has a comprehensive plan for social media where it's a complete publication with news, sports, editorials, features. It has step-by-step guides for her staff and lots of room for individual ideas and for individual contributions. So congratulations, Lindsay. And the Spartan Award goes to Vish Gandesi. And today, Vish said something that was really, I think, important, and that's that every story has an impact, whether it is a small story on social media or in the newspaper or on the website, and that every story matters and can make a difference. And that he also said that things will not always go as planned. He has an amazing staff book put together with a really solid plan for this year, but he's also ready to problem solve and to find solutions. He has a big job ahead of him this year, but Vish, I know you can do it. Congratulations, you guys. Social media class, it has been a pure joy. I cannot wait to see what you do. Congratulations.
Yeah, so much fun in that class. Tracy, thank you so much. There was so many resources that you gave to all of the students that I'm just so excited to see what those look like in all of our classrooms. So thank you again, Tracy. All right, next up, we're going to be hearing from Ava Batsu. I talked about her a little bit earlier in her class and the theme developments that the yearbook students have been putting together this week.
Hey everyone, I'm Ava and I'm so excited to share the awards for the best yearbook theme ever with you. I just want to say this class did an amazing job of creating incredible theme packages, and they did it all in just 4 days. It took us 2 weeks to accomplish last year what these guys rocked out in just 4 days. I know you guys are going to have a great start to your year because of all the work that you put in. So without further ado, here is the first Excellence Award. It is the Power of One Award going to Lisa Chai of Novi High School. With just a little bit of yearbook experience, Lisa jumped into the process and she made incredible progress, creating key theme components and connecting with others each night for feedback and revisions, and she did it all on her own. So congratulations to Lisa. The second award is the So Worth It Excellence Award, and this goes to Lakeshore High School, Anna Chelman, Lauren Ford, Tess Foster, and Olivia Griffenius. And this mighty team built the structure for a theme with real heart, and they built lots of meaningful materials to use as soon as they start school. Congratulations, guys. The next award goes to, it's an Excellence Award. It's the It's All Great Excellence Award, and it goes to Natalie Boschnack and Caitlin Heffernan of Huron High School. this young team stepped up to own their theme and trust in themselves and the process. And they learned to create and build options and work with their team at night. And they will be returning to school with the perfect theme to change things up in their program. Excellent work, guys. The final award is, of course, the Spartan Award, and I'm happy to say I got the opportunity to confer with my assistant, Chandler, who couldn't be here with us today, but we wanted to award the Sparty Award to the group that created and designed and implemented the most tools and things that they could use in their classrooms. So our Spartan Award goes to, drumroll please, Lauren Silpak and Rachel Wilding of Grand Blanc High School. They were quiet, but they were mighty, and this pair finished up the workshop really strong with a theme package from visuals to the verbals and the ladder and their style guide and folio. You guys are gonna rock out your year. Such a pleasure to work with everybody in this class, and I know you guys will stay in touch and keep me posted about all your progress. Ciao, guys.
Awesome. Thanks again to Ava, and congrats to that whole crew for having yearbook themes that are ready for this school year. Next up, we've got Michael Katerina, who taught our photography class, and tell us a little bit about what you guys took pictures of, and then I can't wait to hear about all the awards.
All right, I'm Michael Katerina. I'm a photojournalist at the South Bend Tribune in South Bend, Indiana. I taught the Shoot Like a Pro photography class, the advanced portion of it, which was the second part of the photography master class that some students took part in these last 2 weeks for the 2 sessions of the summer camp. Students in this course took on technique-based assignments to improve as photojournalists over the week. The kids went out in their community and practiced their skills at a bunch of different events. I was very impressed to see what all of our students went out to go and take pictures of, where they were able to find all of their own events and make some fantastic images. The whole group grew as photographers, and I'm very excited to see what you guys come up with for your publications this year. With that, we'll talk about the individual awards. So Alexis Urbano wins the Excellence Award for hitting the deadlines. Alexis turned in all of her projects with captions on time and hit the deadline, which we all know is very vital for student publications. The photos that Alexis submitted showed improvement over the week, and her attention to detail will make her a great editor for her yearbook. Congrats and enjoy your junior year at Eisenhower High School. And the Sparty for Shoot Like a Pro goes to Margot Murphy. Margot turned in all of her projects on time, fully toned, cropped, captioned, all of the techniques that we went through. Margot really excelled in putting all of those together through the technique-based assignments. She showed initiative by going to multiple different places and events throughout the week to take photos for her assignments. She has plenty of questions, sought out one-on-one help in different situations. Margot, you'll be a great staff member for the newspaper for your junior year at Grosse Pointe High. So congratulations to everybody, and have a great year.
Thanks, Mike. All right, and up next we have Elizabeth Sear, who taught our InDesign class. If there's one thing that I know for sure, wait, that's a really cute shirt you have. We planned it. But if there's one thing that I can tell you for sure is that if you ever experienced learning a computer program virtually, there are all sorts of obstacles that you have to go through. But Elizabeth is on fire when it comes to just like great wording of how to find certain tools. She had such fun games to play. So this class, you guys are also on fire for all that you did, but please take it away, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Sarah Beth. We did have a good time this week. And the first thing I want to do is thank our assistant teacher, Christina Hammett. Our Hammy kept us smiling and kept us organized so that we could concentrate on our design. So the class was called InDesign for Publications, and we had everybody there, yearbookers and everything from broadsheet to various designs of news magazines. All the yurds and jerds were present. We had a big idea, and that was to be design. Don't study design, actually immerse yourself in it so that you know what to do with the tools. So we had a lot of art bursts and games and design dives that were all about pulling in the art and then doing something with it. And then we were really excited to hear from a user experience designer who works in Chicago at a health firm. Her name is Jenna Chapman. She talked to us about where journalism and graphic design and UX design all kind of intersect. And the one thing that we all took away from that was so important to our work is that our designs, no matter where they are, should lead with empathy. You should always have the reader at the center of all our decisions, and that's just really stuck with me. And it was exciting to see where the design field's headed. So the joy that all the students brought to their work, it really made it a rich experience. I cannot emphasize that enough. We had a big group and they were so collaborative and helpful and joyful and happy. I mean, we've had a lot of down online experiences. This was not one of them. And everyone grew in such a short time. So I'm proud of all of you in the audience. Our magazine, I just put it up on Facebook. It'll go on all the social medias, but we put everyone's designs together and we had a few students who acted as art editors to create covers and a theme and all that. So watch for that online. It's on our website. And with that, I'd like to call out a few students whose work was super impactful and clever in all the ways that we would like to see in design. So first we have Megan Wysocki. Megan earned an Excellence Award in Design Principles. She was one of the art directors for our magazine. And the thing that I'll always take away from my experience with you, Megan, is that you directly apply everything you learned and then you push it. You make it your own. You find ways to create in new ways. So your understanding of principle and your ability to apply it was really top notch. Okay, and then another Excellence Award goes to Chloe Prince, and Chloe's receiving the Excellence Award for Design Leadership. So many of the students in this class have great editorial experience. They're strong writers, but they're going to be in the top seats, and so they have to understand the art and the design process as well and try to lead other people. Chloe just came right out of the chute like that. She's a designer, she's a friend, she's a leader, she's an encourager, she's filled with determination. I just got an email from her while this session was going on. She improved her work even more than it already was. And everyone felt comforted by her and her inspirations during class. So Chloe, you're gonna totally rock your staff in this coming year. And then a third Excellence Award goes to Kane Stobe. Kane, I'm sorry if I'm saying your last name incorrectly, but Kane is receiving the Excellence in Design Intuition. So I felt right from the beginning that Kane had this intrinsic artist in them, and the way that came out was extremely expressive, but it was also discussion that they brought up in the class and with each other, and being so helpful and helping other people understand where art comes from and how to produce it and what happens here, not just at the screen. Your designs were excellent. Your attitude's amazing, even in the 106-degree weather in Missouri. So well done. And then finally, our Sparty for our class goes to Eleni Tikos at Grosse Pointe South. Eleni's just like this vibrant, effervescent person who has this charisma that everybody is attracted to. She's super collaborative, joyful, artful. She leads others. She'll pitch in. You know, if I'm looking at a screen of people and asking for someone, hey, let's share out what we're doing. Eleni's the first to do it. She takes risks and shows others how to do that. She also did art direction on our magazine, and her designs were gripping. I talked to kids about being a pacemaker and how you got to set the pace. Eleni, your designs did that. The thought and the way that came out was really superb, highly engaging. So congratulations to everyone, and thank you for a great week.
Thanks so much, Elizabeth. All right, and next up we have the Bobby Hawthorne from the Bobby Hawthorne Experience.
Well, hi, I'm Bobby Hawthorne. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'm a writer and writing instructor. I'm also the author of a popular textbook called The Radical Right. If you want to Google me, make sure it's Bobby Hawthorne Writer and not Bobby Hawthorne Crazy Conspiracy Theorist. There's one of those out there. That's not me. Question is often asked, what is this class about? And I guarantee you there are 17 students that I had who are probably still trying to figure that out. But essentially, it's the importance of two things, voice and narrative. In other words, a story that's told in an original voice that creates something that people will want to read and will benefit from reading. Most of the writing done in high school is probably not exactly read, or if it is read, it's read by somebody who's paid to read it, or it's read by somebody who's a parent who, because they love the child, they read it. And I guess the only other person who would ever read it would be somebody who has a gun held to their head. But we're trying to write something that is read because it demands to be read. People want to read it. They didn't even pay to read it. So to that end, the kids this week did a lot of writing. We had 5 writing assignments, 5 major writing assignments, and a bunch of little stuff in between. And almost all of them had at least 2 drafts. So they probably wrote about as much in the last 5 days as they will in the first month they're back at school. And I was very impressed with so much of the stuff that was turned in, that it was really difficult to come up with just 4 awards. I mean, I could have doubled this easily. But I want to start with the Excellence Awards. And I just gave all-around awards as an all-around writer because writing is meeting deadlines, it's turning in 1 draft, it's fixing it, turning in the 2nd draft. It's a process of trying to get better and better and better. And so these 3 all-around awards, the first one goes to Anna Check of Grosse Pointe South High School. That's Anna Check. Congratulations, Anna. Good job. A second one goes to Katie Hagan of H.H. Dow High School in Midland, Michigan. Good job, Katie. And the third goes to Redeema Kodali, who from Huron High School, who won a Sparty last week. So good for you, kid. And the Sparty Award goes to Allison Mee of Huron High School also, who just turned in a dynamite feature story that was based on a video on YouTube of a woman named Lizzie Velasquez, who was at one time dubbed the ugliest woman in the world. And she did an interview with Allure magazine. And so we treated that like we were interviewing her, and they wrote a story based on it, and she did a great job. So to all the kids I had in my class, thank you for, I'm glad you were on mute so that I didn't have to hear you groan when I told my goofy jokes. I appreciated you hung in there with me when I was having trouble with Google Classroom. And I look forward to seeing the product of what you achieved this week. So thank you very much. And back to you.
Thanks so much, Bobby. And yeah, I second that. I cannot wait for when your advisors send me your websites, your print editions to read everything that you're all writing across the state and nation. Thanks again, Bobby. And our last class awards is we've got Michael Kaufman. And I'll tell you what, MIPA is not MIPA unless you have MIPA today. So just a huge shout out to Mr. Kaufman, who makes this all happen and make it feel like MIPA camp and the way it's supposed to be. So take it away, Michael.
Thank you. I got a little confused. I was still Googling Bobby Hawthorne, trying to find the other one. But first off, I got to tell you, the week went by incredibly fast. We packed a lot into a very short amount of time. And these students just held in like crazy. They created such incredible video work, and you got the opportunity to see some of it through MIPA today. And we had students from Michigan and Florida and Pennsylvania and Indiana and Missouri, and they all came together and found a way to work as a team and helped each other out and discuss their videos. It was so heartwarming. We had kids who were brand new at this and not used to ever editing. And we had students who were extremely experienced. We had a student who did a solo MIPA today, which is really hard to do. We had a student who was really good at keyframing and shared the keyframing experience with us. And we had a really young student who I think is going to be the future of broadcasting, but I could only give 2 awards. And so I looked at the body of work that you all turned in, and first off, I think you all deserve an award, and but it minimizes an award if everybody gets an award. So just by being here, I'm hoping you feel like you got that experience and got that award. But this first young lady I want to mention has the silkiest voiceover. I mean, her voiceover work is absolutely unbelievable. She can tie in elements of a story together so well that you just feel like you're watching a mini documentary on PBS, and it's fantastic. So I'm really happy to give our first award for voiceover and for storytelling to Amaya Morgan. She did an incredible story on her grandmother who came over from Jamaica and how she started off as a nurse and had to raise her family, and involved all these photos with it and used the Ken Burns effect beautifully, had a solid open and close. I mean, it's ready. It's ready, and you need to be really proud of it. So congratulations for that. And then our Sparty Award goes to a young lady who I think you're going to see on television news someday. She is absolutely stupendous in front of the camera. She wants to be a news anchor. I think she's actually going to be on fire. But what makes her so good is not just that she wants to be a news anchor and on camera. Her work behind the camera is incredibly solid and ready for viewing now. She put together a PSA today that was unbelievable about texting and driving, and you would probably see it on broadcast right now. So congratulations to Grace Morocco from Twins Lakes in Indiana. I can't wait to see what you produce in the future. To the entire group, thanks for making my week amazing. The students were incredible, and I can't thank you enough for an incredible week.
Thanks again, Michael. All right, everyone. In case you were wondering, all awards will be mailed at the end of this week. So that means Jeremy's got a busy afternoon ahead of him. I do want to take time to thank our classroom assistants. We could not do this without you. So to Chandler and Michelle, Cami, Christina, Garrett, and Andrea, thank you for giving up your time to make sure that these classes ran smoothly, for taking attendance. And I cannot wait to see you all in person. Michelle and Garrett are actually going to come over to my house in 30 minutes. Our yearbook just came in, and we're gonna unveil our 2021 yearbook. So just so many good things. But thank you again, and a special shout out to Cami and Chandler, who did both of the weeks. Thank you for helping both of those times. I think we're going to be bringing in the rest of my crew. Thank you all for hanging in with me for another virtual edition. Things that I want to talk about before we all leave, because this really isn't goodbye, right? We have things coming up. First, if you're a student, join the cohort. Elizabeth, yes, she runs it. If you can be as, silent and just watch, or as active and text in there, but there's so many good resources to get from there. Fall conference, make sure that you're looking out for that. It's probably going to be just like this, virtual, but another great place to get your staff involved in learning more about journalism. There's the student journalism staff. For those of you who are rising seniors, make sure you check out the MIPAMSU.org website so that you can learn about that huge award you can get. Hey, there are advisors here. You can nominate them for a golden pen. And if you have a great principal, you should nominate them for Administrator of the Year. If you want help with that, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Elizabeth, and we'll help you get that together. Next summer, tell your friends. If you had fun here, think about what it will be like next year when we are hopefully back in person at Michigan State University. So like I said, if you had fun, tell someone that's in your newsroom, on your broadcast staff, on your yearbook staff. This is what helps us make great journalism. And as always, stay in touch. I know that many of us stay in touch with students. Just because you left this class doesn't mean we're not here to support you. I know Elizabeth supports kids throughout the year. I know Bobby reads kids' writing throughout the year. You guys, Bobby read my writing after I took his class when I was in college, and I was so honored. So don't be afraid to reach out. We are here to support you because we believe in scholastic journalism. What else? My better half, Jeremy Steele. Thank you once again for doing this with me. I got my first flamingo shirt. We're going to plan a new outfit for me next year.
Well, and thank you to all of you and our amazing instructors. And thank you to you, Sarah Beth, for helping to keep everything running together and checking in on all of our instructors and students throughout the week.
Awesome. All right. So this is where we say, everybody, don't forget to make it a better press for a better world.
MIPA!